Hey golfers, Tony with Reactionary Golf. If you watch my motor control intent, it gives you some idea of where the neuromuscular system plays a role in reactionary golf. Going a little bit further with this, we're going to talk about feedback and feed forward. Those are another neuromotor control principles that kind of give you a perspective on how the brain and the body work to produce your best golf swing. So what is feedback? Feedback is basically the system of using our proprioceptors. And the simple analogy that's always used in the classroom is I have a key. I'm going to go put this key into the lock. And do I do it real fast and just jam it in there? No, because what happens, I'll end up missing. So I go real slow. And the proprioceptors from my hand, through my brain, through my eyes, all that plays a role in the pace. And the closer I get, the slower I'm moving in order to hit the right position. So that can be achieved in the backswing, and we'll call this is the backswing motion. Okay, so working on position drills and different things like that, that is great if you're out of position. Perfect, because we have time. We can sense where that is, because really it varies, but we're looking at basically between, some of the research is showing between 120 to 180 milliseconds of this feedback system, meaning I see it, I have information coming in, I'm making adjustments, I got information going out and correcting things. Well, when we look at the downswing, this feedback mechanism doesn't work because it takes this long in order to get a complete cycle there of information, decision, output. So when we look at it, the downswing is a feed forward mechanism. So that means it has to be programmed prior to actually seeing movement. We have to have the brain tell the body, you're going to move. That's the reason why we see, from an EMG standpoint, we see muscle activation in the lats and in the pecs in order to start moving that club down to create that acceleration. That's the arms going first. Perception, neuromotor control, not kinematics. Because when we look at the downswing, we got about 250 milliseconds to create the whole downswing. Where backswing is, we got about 750. So when we look at it from here to here, is just transition is really our only chance to actually make a good downswing, to actually have some control. Because once it gets down to here, there's not enough time. So when we look at this downswing, and we'll call this the downswing, and let's say this is our impact position right here, okay, probably from, you got 0, and I haven't done the math, but let's call that probably about 200 milliseconds right here. So this is our only chance in transition to get it right. If we don't get this part right, impact's going to be a mess. So if you want to learn more about how to control your feedback and feed forward motor program, come and join us at InsideTheGolfLab.com. Thanks for watching.